Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys? Are you fine? I'm Jan Ahmed al and today's model is physics, which is in June 2020. Now, in the first question, it says which one of the following does not have purposes of studying physics? To explain the working principles of medical equipment, or to explain secrets of nature and keeping in safe models, or to maximize the revolutionize as innovation technology, or to understand the occurrence and interactions of elements. Yes, the last one is the correct answer, which is to understand the occurrence and interactions of elements for the first question. Now, question number 2, which one of the following pairs represents a fundamental physical quantity with its SI unit? Charge, which is coulomb, or current, which is ampere, force, which is Newton, or temperature, which is degrees Celsius. Now he said what? A fundamental physical quantity. And the one which is from the 7 fundamental physical quantities is current, right? Which is SI unit is ampere. Now, question number 3, what we have here, a bus is moving along the road designed as follow in the figure below seen from the building, okay? Assume that the path followed by it was a dotted line. So the type of motions followed by the paths are what? Circular and vibratory, curvilinear and vibratory, or rectilinear and curvilinear, or rotary and vibratory. The correct answer, it will be what? Rectilinear and curvilinear, right? So the correct answer for question number 3, it will be choice C. Now, question number 4, what we have here? An accelerated motion is a motion moving with rate of change in what? Acceleration, displacement, distance, or velocity. He said accelerated motion is a motion moving with rate of change. So it will be for velocity. When velocity is constant, acceleration is changing. Now, question number 5, which one of the following graphs represents a uniform motion? A uniform motion, that is what here? We have displacement and t, so that means displacement is changing, and also t, so here it is a uniform motion. So the correct answer for question number 5, it will be choice B. Now, question number 6, whenever you apply a force on an object, the object doesn't accelerate, then the applied force may result in a change of its what? Density, mass, size, or weight. The correct answer, it will be what? Size, because acceleration is equal to force over area, right? Okay, now in question number 7, suppose that you kick a ball with your bare foot. It will move along horizontal surface. Which one of the following statements is the correct explanation of this phenomenon on the basis of Newton's law of motion? It will be the ball also kicks you with less force than you kick, but in the opposite direction. Or it will be the direction of moving ball is in the opposite direction of the action force, or it will be the ball also kicks you with equal force but in the opposite direction. Yes, C is the correct answer, that says the ball also kicks you with equal force but in the opposite direction. That means it's the third law of motion. Okay, now question number 8, what we have here? A 20 kilogram box lies on a horizontal rough surface. A horizontal force needed to move it at constant velocity is 80 Newton, right? What will be the coefficient of friction between the surfaces when gravity is equal to what? 10 meters per second square. So what we will use here, the coefficient of friction is equal to what? Force over N. So that means it's equal to what? It will be 80, right? It will be 0.5, because 80 over 20, it will be 0.4. Which is equal to 80 over normal force, which is kilogram times gravity, mg, which is what? 20 times 10, right? So then the correct answer will be, after simplified it, you will get 0.4. So that means the correct answer for question number 8, it will be choice C. Now, question number 9, a student carries a 40 Newton bag and moving a horizontal distance of 80 meters. What will be the work done by the student? So here we have a 40 Newton bag, so that means it's the force okay, and we have the distance which is 80, then 40 times 80, it will be 3200 joule, because work is equal to what? Force times distance, right? So the correct answer for question number 9, it will be choice A, 3200 joule. Okay, now question number 10, which one of the following is not correct about work and energy relationship? Energy is the ability to do work. Work and energy are the same physical quantities. In order to do work, energy should be transferred, or work and energy have the same units. The one which is not correct, it will be work and energy are the same physical quantities, but it's not. So that means A, C, and D are correct about work and energy relationship, but B are not correct. Now question number 11, power is defined as the what? The rate at which work is done on the object, the rate at which force exerted on an object, or product of doing work and its duration to complete the work, or product of force exerted on the object and its duration of act. The correct answer, it will be A, which is the rate at which work is done on the object. Now question number 12, which one of the following is correct about the purposes of simple machines? If the load is greater than the effort, then it is a force multiplier. Yes, this one is the correct one about question number 12. Okay, now let's go for question number 13. Here what we have, a lever system as shown in the figure below has distance from A to B is 2 meters and from A to C is 1 meter. Okay, what is the ideal mechanical advantage of the lever? So what we will do here, it will be a velocity ratio. Why? Because ideal mechanical advantage and we know that the ideal mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio, right? So that means we want to find velocity ratio. Why? Because velocity ratio is equal to the distance of effort over distance of load. Velocity ratio is equal to distance of effort over distance of load. And here's the distance of effort. What we have here for effort, we have from A to C, here A to C is 1 meter, and from A to B is 2 meters. So that means here the distance of effort over distance of load. So it will be 1 over 2, which is equal to 0.5. So the correct answer for question number 13, it will be choice A. Now question number 14, the measure of hotness or coldness of a body can be defined as what? Heat, specific heat, temperature, or thermal energy. The correct answer, it will be temperature. Now question number 15, what we have here, let the readings of Kelvin, Celsius, and Fahrenheit scales are as shown below here. Okay, this is the Kelvin scale, this is the Celsius scale, and here is the Fahrenheit scale. So here it will be the upper fixed point that's above here, but down which is what? Lower fixed point, right? So here the question is asking what are the values of x, y, and z respectively. So we know that what the temperature, the scale of Kelvin here, it will be what? 373, and here it is 273, right? So that means the upper fixed point of Kelvin, it will be 373, and the lower fixed point, it will be 273 for Kelvin scale. Okay, now for Celsius scale, here for Celsius, what it will be here, it will be 100, right? And here it will be 0. So the upper fixed point of Celsius is 100 and the lower fixed point for Celsius is 0. Now for Fahrenheit, what we have here, 212 and 32 in the lower fixed point. So that means upper fixed point is 212 and lower fixed point is 302, right? And the formula for Kelvin point, for Kelvin, the temperature of Kelvin is what? The temperature of Celsius plus 273, right? Now as we find here 373, and here we get what? 27 for degrees Celsius, because we'll convert it, right? Here it will be 373. Here is the temperature of Celsius plus 273. When you will subtract them, you will get 27 degrees Celsius for the temperature of Celsius. Okay, and it's already here what we have here, 32 degree Fahrenheit for the lower fixed point, that's here. And here it was what? For Celsius to find, so it will be 27 degrees Celsius. So that means the correct answer for question number 15, it will be choice A. Now let's go for question number 16. Here is this what? Evaporation is different from boiling process due to its nature of what? Happening throughout out the liquid? No. Having a cooling effect? Yes, this one is the correct answer. It's written in textbook of grade 7. Now question number 17. Which one of the following needs material media for its transmission? We have here gravitational field, magnetic field, light, and sound. The correct answer, it will be sound, right? Because it's throughout what? Vibrations also. Now question number 18. The inside wall of a cinema hall usually constructed from materials that minimize effects of echo. Which material best fits for the described for desired purpose? It will be metals, plastics, sponges, or woods. The correct answer, it will be sponges. Now question number 19. Like poles repel each other, whereas unlike poles attract each other. The statement is known as what? The law of magnetism, the electric effect, or the law of electrostatics, or a magnetic effect? The correct answer, it will be the law of magnetism. Okay, now question number 20. Which one of the following defines an electric circuit? It will be, it is a complete path throughout which is electric current flow. Yes, this is the correct answer for question number 20. Okay, now in question number 21. Two lab partners are doing a static electricity investigation. They begin with a neutral metal sphere. Okay, after conducting the procedure, they observed that the metal sphere has become charged positively. Which statement possibly explains how the charging process had happened? Here we have first choices. The first one says what? Electrons were added to the sphere from any other positive charged objects. No, it's not correct. Protons were added to the sphere from any other positive charged object. No. Protons were transferred from the sphere to any other positive charged object. No, it's not correct also. So the last one, which is electrons were transferred from the sphere to any other positive charged object. So choice D is the correct answer for question number 21. Now question number 20. An electric current is defined as what? Amount of electric charge flow, amount of voltage per unit time, or amount of electric charge flow per unit volume, or rate of electric charge flows at a point. The correct answer, it will be what? It will be rate of electric charge flows at point, because it says an electric current is defined as rate of electric charge flows at point. Now question number 23. Which one of the following magnetic field lines is sketched properly? Sketch properly. First of all, we know that the magnetism here, what we have, magnetism, okay. And we have here north side, north pole, and south pole. Okay, so it will be like this. So here, which one it will be the correct one? It will be choice B, right? So the correct sketch, the correct one of the magnetic field lines is sketched properly here in choice B. Also, you will find it in grade 8 textbook. Now, question number 24. The density of a substance is defined as the what? The rate of its mass to volume, or the rate of its weight to volume, or the product of weight and volume, or the product of its mass and volume. Here we know that density is equal to what? Force over mass. So the correct answer, it will be choice A, ratio of its mass to volume. Not force, actually it will be volume here. V over M. Okay. Now question number 25. The length of a cube edge is 12 centimeter. What will be its total surface area? Here 12 centimeter. And he is asking about total surface area about the cube. So it will be 12 times 12 will give us 144 centimeter square. Okay, now question number 26. Which one of the following statements is not correct about contact and non-contact forces in nature? Forces that are directly interact with each other considered as contact, but in non-contact may not have interactions. No. The number of contact, this is correct, but it's not the one which is not correct about contact and non-contact. This is correct about contact and non-contact forces. But here in B, what we have here, the number of contact forces in nature are larger in number, where as non-contacts are fewer in number. This one is also correct about contact and non-contact forces in nature. In C, frictional force considered as an example of contact forces, whereas field forces considered as non-contact is the same thing true. But in D, what we have here, magnetic force is magnetic force at a distance is an example of contact forces, whereas force on a spring is a non-contact force. So this one is not correct. So choice D is the correct answer for question number 26, but it's not correct about the contact and non-contact forces in nature. Now question number 27, what we have here, the slope of a line graph defined as what? The ratio of horizontal increment to vertical increment, or the ratio of vertical increment to horizontal increment? Yes, this one is the correct one. The ratio of vertical increment to horizontal increment. Now in question number 28, a particle moves along a straight line represented by velocity versus time graph as shown below here. Okay, in which trip did the object covers the largest distance? It will be from A to B, or from B to C, or from C to D, or from D to E. The correct answer, it will be that's covers the largest distance. It will be from B to C. So the correct answer for question number 28, it will be choice B. Now question number 29. The dimensions of mass, length, and time are m, l, and t respectively. What will be the dimension of pressure? So let's do it together to know the dimension of pressure. Here what we have, pressure is equal to force over area, right? Force over area. So that means kilogram times meter per second square, which is Newton also, over meter squared, right? So what we'll do here, it will be m l negative the power of -1 times t the power of -2. So which one here is the correct answer? It will be choice C. Choice C is the correct answer for question number 29. Okay, now question number 30. Liquid water having a density of 10 to the power of 3 kilogram over meter cube rests in a cylinder. What is the pressure exerted by the liquid at the depth of 20 centimeter, where gravity is equal to what? 10 meter per second squared. So the formula of pressure atmosphere is what? P atmosphere, you can say, is equal to density times gravity times height. So that means what we have here in density, 10 to the power of 3, right? Times gravity, which is 10, times 20, which is height. So you will get what? 2 times 10 to the power of 3. So the correct answer for question number 30, it will be choice B. Okay, now in question number 31, which one of the following does not use applications of liquid pressure to construct water dams, to determine temperature of a body, or to determine unknown gas pressure, or to construct force multiplier machines? Actually, all of them are correct about the use of applications of liquid pressure, but the one which is not correct, it's only choice D, which is to construct force multiplier machines. Okay, now question number 32 is the same thing. All of them are correct, but except one, which is correct. Which one of the following statements is not correct about the difference between heat and temperature? So that means all of them are correct except one, which is not correct about the difference between heat and temperature. Okay, now heat is independent of the amount of substance containing, but temperature depends on the amount of substance. No, this one is not correct. So that means choice A is not correct about the difference between heat and temperature. Now question number 33. 2000 joule of heat added on a 500 gram sample of metal causes an increase in its temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. What is the specific heat capacity of the metals? Here we have 4000 joule over kilogram degrees Celsius. The same thing here 400, and here was 4000, here 2000, and here 2.5. So what we will do here, we have 500 gram, so when we convert it, it will be 0.5 kilogram, right? 500 gram 500 gram is equal to 0.5 kilogram. Then what we will do here, we will use the formula, which is Q is equal to MC times the change of temperature, but we need to find C, so that means it will be C is equal to Q over M times the change of temperature, right? So the change of temperature, it was 10 degrees Celsius, we are going to use it, and 0.5 kilogram in place of mass, and in place of Q it will be 2000 joule. So when you will put it together, here it will be what? 2000 joule over mass, which is 0.5 times 10. So when you crisscross here by 0, and here also by 0, and here it will be by 1, and then it will be 400. When you simplify it, you will get what? 400 joule over kilogram times degrees Celsius. So that means the correct answer for question number 33, it will be choice C. Now in question number 34, what we have here, assumes that you want to move a box along horizontal rough surface. Then which one of the following method will reduce the frictional force between the box and surface? It will be better to use rolling method instead of sliding. And also this is written in unit 1, in unit 2 in textbook of grade 7. Now question number 35, which of the following statement is correct about gravitational potential energy? The energy associated with what? The shape of a body, the motion of a body, both the motion and position relative to the earth's surface, or the position of a body relative to the earth's surface? Here the correct answer, it will be the position of a body relative to the earth's surface. Okay, now in question number 36, what we have, at what temperature does the speed of sound in classroom be? 349 meters per second, and the speed of sound in air at 0 degrees Celsius is 331 meters per second. Let's do it together by the formula of Vt is equal to V degrees Celsius plus 0.6 times T over 1 degree Celsius. So when we will do it together, what will be make 349 meter per second minus 331 meter per second is equal to 0.6 temperature. Then you will get what? 18, which is equal to 0.6 temperature. Then divide both sides by 0.6. Okay, then temperature, you will get what? 30. So that means the correct answer for question number 36, it will be choice C, which is 30 degree Celsius. Okay, now let's go for question number 37. The amount of work output compared to the amount of work input of a simple machine expressed by the dash of the machine. It will be the efficiency, right? Efficiency is the correct answer for question number 37. Now question number 38. The volume of a rectangular box is about 4,516 centimeter cube. What will be its volume in terms of meter cube? We know that from 1 meter cube, if you want to convert meter cube to centimeter cube, it will be 1 meter cube is equal to 1,000. It will be million centimeter cube. So the correct answer for question number 38, it will be choice D. Okay, now question number 39. Dimensional expression is a way of expressing physical quantities in terms of dash quantity. What it is? It will be fundamental. Okay, now question number 40. A certain computer hard disk specified by 4 times 10 to the power of 12 and bytes. Okay, you can write this number using prefixes as what? 4PB, 4MP, 4GB, or 4TB. The correct answer, it will be 4TB, right? Okay, now in question in number 41, what we have here? A car moving along straight line motion as shown below in the dot plot graph. The time taken for each interval point is 2 seconds. Okay, then here we have the motion of the car described as what? It will be constant speed motion. Why? Because here from 0 to 20, it's what? 0 from 20 it will be 20, from 20 to 40 it will be 20 also, and from 40 to 60 also 20, from 60 to 80 is equal to also 20, from 80 to 100 it will be also 20. So the motion of the car described as what? Constant speed motion. That's speed by 20, like speed by 20, right? Meter per second. Okay, now question number 42. The atmospheric pressure is the result of atmospheric weight above the location per unit area, or below the location per unit area. Yes, below the location per unit area. Okay, now question number 43. As you go up a higher altitude of a mountain, the atmospheric pressure will become what? Decrease, since the amount of air you get decrease. This is the correct answer for question number 43. Now question number 44. Which one of the following describes Pascal's principle about pressure? A change in pressure at any point in or on what? Enclosed fluid will be transmitted and dimensioned to all parts of that fluid. This is the correct answer for question number 44. Now question number 45. The following diagrams shows the 3 methods of heat transfer between sources of heat and objects. So which of the following is the correct method of heat transfer between sources of heat and objects of figures 1, 2, and 3. Here this is the figure 1, figure 2, and figure 3. So here it's an kettle and it's throughout convection, right? Okay, here it starts the convection, and here it's throughout like the neighbor's particles, so it will be the conduction. And here by the radiation, so how it's radiation, because there is an alpha ray, right? It by the sun, so that means the correct answer for question number 45, it will be convection, conduction, and then radiation. This is respectively for figure 1, figure 2, and figure 3, and also you will get this information in grade 8 textbook. So that was the last answer for the last question in this model. I hope that you benefit from the answers that we solved together, and inshallah in the coming videos we are going to solve more models with you. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Goodbye.